Hey, my beautiful baddies. Welcome to Auntie Amy's Trashy Tarot. Today, we're doing another pick a card reading. This one is all about why do people stare at you? So this should be a really fun, cathartic, and insightful reading, and I'm really glad all of you are here. So go grab your comfies and your snacks and come join your auntie on the other side. If this is the first time you have stopped by my channel, welcome in, welcome in. It's wonderful to have you. I hope you will stick around. If you are a returning member or subscriber, hey, welcome in, my lovelies. It's always wonderful to connect with your energy, and I really appreciate all that you bring to the channel. So thank you so much. As you see before you, there are 3 cards and there are 3 crystals. These are going to be your psychic blinking objects. I will be pulling as I go today. I will be including a little video for those of you who need a bit more time to see which group you're drawn to. Now, if you are drawn to more than one group, there's probably going to be more than one message here for you. Okay? And with that said, I'll see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make.
Hey Group 1, all of you that selected Massacre of Dagger and or you were drawn to the Clear Crystal Quartz, this is going to be your reading all about why do people stare at you. Now you guys, you're like way above my head. Okay, so I'm going to try really hard to make sure everything's in frame, but forgive me if it's not. Okay. So let's get into it and find out why do people stare at you. I'm going to use this archetype tarot, oracle, first, but it's really thick and I'm going to split it in half. Okay. So the Massacre of Daggers is about somebody who's very intelligent, somebody who's very mind focused. You may be an air sign or have a lot of powerful air in your chart. You could be a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. I feel Aquarius kind of heavy here, y'all. And I feel like you may be, listen, I'm a Libra, okay? I have Aquarius and Gemini in my chart as well. So I say this was all love, but you might be a little distant from your emotions, okay? Why do people stare at my Group 1? Well, you're an air sign, so you have an air about you. You give off a vibe. You definitely give off a vibe. So tell me about this vibe, Spirit. Tell me about the vibe. Private investigator. God. Okay. Suspicious of everyone, may not find solid. Can y'all see that? May not find solid proof. Overcommitted to solving a case. Ignorant when people are close. Ignorant when people close are involved. What does the other side say? Come to logical and accurate conclusions. Okay, here's the thing. You can read someone. You can read someone to filth. You catch a vibe. You are probably psychic. People feel like there's something about you. People stare at you because you got that air about you that they can't pull anything over on you. Because you just catch a vibe. You just know when people are off. Okay? You know, air energy is of the etheric. And vibes and whatnot are very real to air signs. And I feel like you may be a human lie detector. And a lot of people who are malicious and go around misleading and misguiding people, manipulating people, they yeah, they'll stare at you because they're like, that one, I need to stay away from that one. When that one talks, I pay attention because they might be telling people that I am exactly who I am, which is untrustworthy. You may be a Scorpio too. We have indentured servant, feels a sense of security from others, loyal caretaker, joy in serving others, compassionate, altruistic, giving helper. I feel like people want to, like, my chairs make bird noises. People want to help you. I think, now look, just stay with me. Okay. I think people stare at you because, are you a Leo? You have a Leo in your chart. Is your sun sign like positively aspected in your chart? Because you may have people who just, they stare at you because there's something elegant, sophisticated about your vibe. Like and I don't want to use the term royalty here, but there is an air of sophistication. There is an air of kindness and compassion, but logical. Like I said, your emotions are a bit distant, right? And it's not because you're cold. It's because you have been through some shit. Okay. And you're not going to do it again. Unlike your old self, your new self doesn't want to repeat those patterns. Okay. And you give off this vibe. You're also, there's something sophisticated, or there's something about the way you look that people are influenced. They want to look like that. They want to wear the shoes you wear, or do their makeup, or have the cologne you wear, or they really like your vibe in the way you look. So they stare. You know, when you're looking good, they want to look that way. They want to look like you look. Um, Maybe a little bit of copycat here. Okay, they sense this thing this thing. Tell me more. Why do people stare at my group one? There it is. Magical child. There we go. Magical child. We have daydreams and engages in imaginative play. Fun childhood. Sees sacred beauty in the world. Represents the part of the world which is enchanting. You are enchanting. Okay. You have fae energy, and it can be dark fae. It can be just connected to the magical world. And I feel like you're someone who's probably more connected to the magical world than what people might really think. And that's part of the vibe here. The etheric vibe. They may not know immediately, of course, but there's something about this yummy vibe. Like they want to know, hey, how do I get some of that? And the thing is, it can't be, it can't be an it can't really be copied. It can't, it's you. It's your vibe. Let's get some more. We're going to get some archetype cards from this archetype deck. Tell me more about my group one. Why do people stare? You're magical, but you're not Delulu. Okay. You're magical while also being very balanced. And there's this air of sophisticated enchantment with you. Some people really dig the way you wear, like your hair or your clothes. Samaritan. You're a good Samaritan. You're a good person. Okay. And I feel like for some people, this is like, I'm saying like a lot. I'm sorry. Uh, for some people, this is a weird combination. They can't quite put all of this together. You're complex. Well, look at this clown. Who would think that beneath the clown mask is this very complicated, highly intelligent, this outward appearance that's like sophisticated, but also very magical. You've been through a lot. And so you kind of have an upgraded aura, if you will. I feel like for some of you who are younger, you've been through more in your short life that a lot of people go through in their very long life. And so you have an air of having an old soul, which I don't like to age out things like that. Just, we should say, more experienced in this current timeline. Okay. Uh, Prince, oh, there's a royalty. There's a royalty essence. Not that you're better, okay, but you're more cultivated. Your tastes, your what you will put up with, what you won't. Um, and people just are pulled in by this. They stare at you because there's a fascination with all this complexity underneath the clown. And the clown looks amazing. And the clown isn't like a buffoon. The clown is like a very cultivated look and interacts in a very intelligent way. You're very smart. And you have an ability to look at the world in such a place of from such a place of wonder. You haven't lost that, this childlike wonder. You may be an artist of some kind. We have guide. Yeah, I feel like people may feel like you're a teacher, or you may be a teacher, or they can learn from you. I feel like they watch you. Maybe you have a platform, or you are an actual teacher, or this is at work, but they feel like they can trust your guidance, and they watch what you do. They really pay attention to what you do and how you speak. Your speech is very powerful, okay? They stare at you because they're paying attention. How can I do this? How can I get to this place? It's really affection here. Shallow grave. You miss someone. I think people grow attached to your energy. I think people stare at you because they really do have affection for you. Once they get to know you, I think they stare at you because they want to be closer to you. And then we get this emotional detachment. And I feel like I feel like people have become overly attached to you at times, or like inappropriate attachments. So you have learned through your experiences in life to be emotionally detached. And it may come off as coldness or snobbery, but it really isn't personal. Are you a Libra? Do you have Libra in your chart? This is such a Libra thing. But it's something anyone could do because they've been through so much. And it really feels like it's not that you don't want emotion. It's that you control who brings it to you. It's very powerful. And it makes people want to be around you and in your energy more. Ghost of the pumpkin patch. Count your blessings. I think people stare at you. They focus on you because they feel blessed to be around you. And the thing is that because of your emotional detachment for boundaries, for personal safety, you may not receive this. And I feel like in this reading, your spirit guides really want you to open up to receiving the good from people. Receiving good emotions. I feel like you've received a lot of negative, and I feel like your guides want you to be open to receiving some positive feedback from people. Okay. All right. I think these two want to come out. Tell me more about this. Candy cane angel. It's time for a treat. Aw, she looks so sad. And we have the three fates. What comes around goes around. Ooh, okay. Well, not everybody is your cheerleader, okay? You got people staring because they hating. And that emotional detachment sometimes doesn't register well with some people. And probably it keeps the bad people away, right? That it's designed to keep certain people away. Am I wrong? No. And it works. And it hacks them off to no end that they can't be in your energy, that they can't be around you. Um, and it's jealousy. These are people who want confrontation. And the thing is that you're throwing out the whole bushel of apples for a few bad apples, okay? And this is your soft reminder to not do that, okay? To see the apples that are good and just throw out the bad. It's time to reassess your boundaries, okay? Because there are good people staring at you, because there are things that you both can learn from each other, that you both can grow from each other. There are relationships to build here. There are people who admire you. They love your vibe. It's interesting. They admire your intelligence, your emotional intelligence. They admire how you speak and your point of view. They like how you look. Some of you guys are very creative with how you look, how you express yourself. And it's time that we open up to the right people and create community. Some people are staring at you because they really like you. And it's not necessarily romantic, okay? But again, we have this over here who's staring at you because they don't like you. They don't understand emotional distance because they've never had to be emotionally distant because of trauma, okay? They've never been in the situations you've been in, and they have no ability to empathize. And there are people like this in the world that do not have the ability to empathize with other people. And, it is what it is. And those people form little packs and talk mad shit on other people. And they just don't have the ability to understand the complexity that is you. So they stare, they sneer, they send the evil eye, they talk mad shit, and they still go home unhappy and unsatisfied as they were before they talked it, right? Okay, we have the Eight of Pentacles. There we go. I hope I'm not flashing the camera. We have the King of Pentacles. Ooh, you got lots of pentacles. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. Is this at work? You got people staring at you at work, watching you work. Watching you do your work. Yes, yes. Watching you become a professional. Okay? Watching you work your way to stability and success. Okay? And they don't like it. That's why they stare at you. That's why. They're like, how are they doing it? How are they doing this? I don't like it because you're smart. You're intelligent. You know what you're doing. You're focused. The power of your mind is so intense. And they are so jealous. Okay? Look at you working away. Whatever it is you're working on, you are focused on doing the very best that you can do, bringing out all your skills, all your abilities, giving it. And here's this Knight of Pentacles, slow walking you to real success and stability. This King of Pentacles is here to stay. This is successful business man, person energy. This is your masculine energy activated, actualized, doing the doing, okay? And you got these people over here just staring. How are you doing it? It can't be that you're that talented. You never talk to us, so, you ignore us. You think you're too good. You're stuck up. I think a lot of air signs get the whole stuck up thing because they can be emotionally distant, okay? And it's not that they're devoid of emotion. It's just that they don't want to get in the messy mess, especially if they've been traumatized. Tell me more about this. Tell me more about this. This Eight of Pentacles here, just working away, minding your own damn business, okay? Let's get these. These all wanted to come out. We have the Eight of Cups. Listen, 88 number of manifestation for you there. We have the 9 of swords. That's not you. That's not you. That's this little fan group over here staring at you. Somebody's worried about their job. Okay. They're worried about your influence. You're working hard. Okay. And I feel like this is you like walking away from any drama, any noise, anybody who, has any bad stuff to say, any bad influences. I feel like you may have already walked away from a group of people who were staring, sneering, and you caught them like being this way. And you were like, "Oh no, I'm not going to put myself in with you." And y'all stare, y'all talk, y'all gossip, do your thing, but leave me out of it. Okay. Cause see, I got stuff to do right here. See, I'm working hard, and look, I'm working on my empire. I'm working on my empire, y'all. I'm working on my dream. I'm focused. You guys are over here playing pity pat over nothing, and I'm over here working on my empire, bitch. Yeah, that's intense. Let them stare, okay? And the ones that are looking for the right reasons at you, open up to them, okay? Because networking helps. Friends, networking, and you can't work all the time, okay? You can't drain yourself of all your creative energy and not recharge. Because sometimes on this path to building an empire, we have to shift gears. We have to bring new creative flow. We have to, pivot. We have to do all sorts of things. And we can't do those things if we're depleted. Having positive connections really helps with those kind of things. It really helps us pivot. It really helps us know when we have played the same chord too long and it's time to switch. Okay? All right, let's get some more energy here. Tell me why people stare at my group 1. Tell me why. You are smart. You're smarter than the average bear. You're impressive to people. Just take it. Just take that. Don't fight with me. Don't fight with me about that. Ascension into light, sacred earth. Boom, 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 boom. Ascension into light, sacred earth. How beautiful. I feel this light energy here. I feel like your aura is you feel very etheric, okay? But there's something about you with all this pentacles here. You're trying to ground something grand, something big, like a foundation of a new empire, a new way of being. And people are drawn to your light, to your intellect. They stare because the right people are starting to sense you. Maybe you've called in your tribe, or you're calling in new customers, or you're calling in whatever, okay? They're seeing your light. And the universe, this is grounding energy right here, grounding this dream, this whatever this is for you, okay? Coming in and grounding it to sacred earth, making beautiful connections for you, all right? Okay, group 1, that is what I received for you. I hope this was a helpful and insightful reading. I really enjoyed doing this reading for you. I hope you enjoyed it too. If you did, in your little emojis, if you made it this far, leave me a little clown or a circus tent, or a fair thing, a roller coaster, whatever, from your little emojis to let me know you made it this far. I really appreciate all of you watching, and if you haven't subscribed, please do. I would love for you to become a member of my tribe. We have a great community here and a lot of lovely people, and I will see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey, group 2, all of you that selected the Tarot of Crystals, and you were drawn to the citrine crystal. This is going to be your reading all about why do people stare at you. Okay, first of all, this card is about ambition. It's about money. It's about going for what you desire also. You're hot. Okay. This is a hot card. You're a hottie. You're a baddie. Okay. And people stare at you because reading done. I'm just teasing. Okay, let's find out. Why do people stare at you? Well, I think you have the way you dress. You may dress in a way that elicits people looking at you. You may be a Taurus. You may be a Virgo. You may be a Capricorn. You may also be a Libra. You may also be a Scorpio. You may be a Pisces. Let's see. What else? What else? What else? That's what I got. That's what I got. Okay, tell me about my group 2. Why do people stare at you? Because you are, for some of you, I'm just getting the word honeypot. Take that as you will, my friend. We have persona, systematic and intentional effort, inclusive, empathic, memorable, protective, facade, good public image, suitable for society, mystery. Man, they love your vibe. They love it. Scorpio, Leo, a Libra, Taurus vibe. Also, like this work ethic, like Capricorn. Like, I'm gonna do it, okay? I'm gonna do what I need to do. Like, I'm gonna let my creativity go. And you guys may be moving into this as well, okay? Like, this is the energy that you are building, and people are looking. All of a sudden, people are staring at you. You got eyes on you, and you're like, what the hell happened? You did, babe. You happened. You're happening. Okay. All right. Let's get some more cards here. I usually split this in half, but we're just going to shuffle this big deck. Okay. We're going to shuffle it up. I like getting decks that are like a lot of cards, but it's hard for me to shuffle. Okay. I don't have that many more shuffles in me. So, oh, this one's just peeking. It's 2. So we have lobbyists. No reversals. Supportive team. Politically knowledgeable. Decision maker. Can you see him? Okay. Decision maker. Charismatic. There it is. Charisma. Communicator. Influencer. Ideas. Advocates for others. Action. Do you have like not just have a platform, but you may be working actively to like blow up? Okay. Or you may be a creative person who's trying to blow up, or you may have a business, something with the public. Okay. Working with the public, which could really be anything. But, I'm feeling that. And people are watching you. People are coming back for more to interact with you. We have nomad, pragmatic, independent sense of self, shares values, perspectives, and lifestyles, full of thrills and excitement, seeks adventure. Okay, people stare at you because they feel like you're a mysterious dreamer, a visionary, that no matter your age, that you have stories. There's a story there. You know how when people meet someone and they walk away and they talk about them and they say, oh, honey, there's a story there. There's a story there. There's a story there. I feel like your attraction, like the way you look, you may be working with a goddess to help sharpen that. It's as if you are using everything that you have. Many times a God form, like if you're working with a goddess or something and you're in a bad situation, they'll tell you you're going to have to use everything you have. And I feel like that's kind of where you're coming from. I've had to use everything. I've had to come from nothing. And this is somebody who is active or activating everything they have. And that means to me that you've been through a lot. Like you've been through the descent into the underworld, the initiation, the healing, the rising, many times. And you'll do it again. Martyr. Let's see. Learning the transcendent nature of service to oneself or a cause. Listen, I feel like you have been absolutely hung out to dry. This level of hotness and attraction, this level of like people are on you like a magnet, um, comes from the exact opposite. It's the healing of the exact opposite. Okay. Um, it's because of neglect and things like that. And someone who's healed that, someone who's healing that. Okay. So it feels like someone who is on a healing journey and has shapeshifted. Literally. You are not the same person you were. Okay. They stare at you because you are a strong, intense presence. Literally, the energy in a room is shifted because of you. People feel it. They feel you enter a room. And like if you have a YouTube, you may be having a hard time getting things where they need to be because the algorithm is absolutely reacting to your strong presence. Don't be discouraged. You keep going. We have, this one, symbolic purity of heart. Your heart, people may judge you or have something to say about the way you look, but the truth is that although you've been through absolute hell, your heart is so grand. You have so much light. Your light has been through almost a purifying process because you went so deep into your shadow to heal so much trauma, okay, that you became not just light, but illuminescent, holographic, quantum light. It's different. It hits people differently. It's very pure. It's very real. It's part of what keeps you going at this thing you're trying to do. It's part of why you can't give up. It's part of why you keep changing. You keep evolving as a human being in spite, I can barely talk. You keep evolving as a human being in spite of the chaos in the world, or because why can't I talk? Or because of the chaos in the world. It's almost like you're being activated on a higher plane. I'm just going to tell you guys, I feel like some of you may have had a very strong spiritual experience, maybe even paranormal. You may have had a quote unquote walk-in experience. I don't like that term, but it's what I have. Okay. But you may have had some very strong, intense spiritual experiences. And that is when this quantum light kind of happened. It's holographic. It's luminescent. It's almost like plasma at this point. It's so strong. It's so pure. And the thing is, understand that it's not just for you to share with other people. It's to help you heal yourself. Always remember that. Always remember that. I got a light orb up to my right. I had to think a minute. Let's get some more cards. Tell me more. I'm being drawn to these cards right here. Tell me more about this. People stare at you because you have like angelic kind of energy, and that might surprise you, okay? But not all angels look the same. They all look different. You know, it's a frequency, my love. It's a frequency. We're all energy. All of this is just energetic projection, healing, protection. You have a very healing energy. You're driven, and you're so driven at what you do, sometimes you forget that you're actually healing people. You're healing people by what you do and by being you. We have protection. And I I feel like people stare at you because of your ferocity. Like you're fierce. And and that could be coming across in the way you dress, your attitude, the way you pursue your dreams, the way you pursue your goals. Um, but there's definitely this energy around you that's very fierce and fearless. Okay, very fearless. I feel like you may be the risk taker of the group, and this just comes from everything you've been through, right? You've been through so much that once you have crossed so many thresholds of fear, it's almost like fear is a natural state almost. So you're just like, hey, fear, how are you? I'm still going to do it. Let's jump. See you next time. Bye. It's like I've faced this. I face fear so much. It's just fear, right? Um, we got several that flipped over. We have two little witches, magical space clearing. Yeah, I feel like you're such a baddie. You don't keep cluttered energy around you. And people feel your energy so purely when you let them. When you're in the healing frequency of whatever it is you do, it's felt so intensely because it's pure. Because you unclutter yourself. Like you don't have a lot of parasitic attachments. You don't have a lot of baggage. You are focused on what you're doing and pursuing your dreams. A lot of you are doing like your spiritual work, working on yourselves constantly. Like it's become a living, breathing thing. Some people work on themselves 1 hour a week. Okay. And some people work on themselves every hour of every day. And some people do it every minute of every day. Breathing is working on themselves. The ability to be in your head and think about how you think is almost a level of genius. It's like such a high level of emotional intelligence here. And I feel like you have that ability. You think about how you think. Like, am I thinking? Is this this isn't right. Like, I can't think this way. This way isn't getting me anywhere. You have that ability to do that. We have the violet angel, breaking dawn. Look at all that pink energy. Perhaps you wear pink, you look good in pink, or purple. But I feel like I'm getting the word like you trendsetter. Like you have the ability to set trends. You have the ability to people follow you. Like they could follow you. What you wear, what you do, what you say, how you feel is powerful and it makes an impact on other people. People stare at you because when you enter a room, there's a powerful presence, okay? And then they stare at you. And then they look at what you're wearing, okay? Because people are people. And then they feel this powerful, high vibe energy. And it's so focused and pure. And there is a heart of compassion here. And I feel like for some people, of course, it's very peaceful, it's very blessed, but it also can be very activating because they realize they don't have this in their life. And then it becomes, well, I want that from them kind of thing. Okay. So we have the angel of time working. You work a lot. You're a hard worker. Okay. And I think people stare at you, probably bosses, impressed with how you work, what you're willing to do to get to where you need to be. Okay. When you are working on your goals, when you're working on that thing. Okay. I feel like I feel a lot of Capricorn, there earth energy there putting in the hours. Okay. So you may not be a Capricorn, but that is a vibe I'm getting. Okay. We have death and the maiden. Invasion, boundaries violated, dominant. Okay. You have also get people staring at you because they think that you are, and especially if you're female or feminine energy. Okay. Um, they think that I'm just going to tell you, they think you're a bossy, big mouth broad. Okay. Who's coming in and trying to run things. They don't pick up on all the other good things because they aren't open to that. And they're competing with you in some way. So when we go into the people who are competing and staring at you, it gets nasty because those people, they see you as competition. We got the devil here wearing bikinis. They're wearing bikinis. Okay. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles over here. And they think they're, okay, this is, some of them think you want their man or their partner. Ugh, gosh. Ugh. Lady, human, dude. Nobody wants your partner. Nobody wants your raggedy ass partner. Okay. We have the Knight of Cups. There we go. We have the Page of Cups. See, and we have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Page. Oh, we have the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. Sorry, my brain went in reverse. Okay, we have two Knights and a Page of Cups. Oh my. People staring at you. They want your attention. They both want your attention. And you're over here like, I got shit to do. And this work situation, this money situation, whatever this is, like, if you won't be my friend, if you won't tell me how you doing it, then I don't want to talk. Then I'm going to hate. And this one's like, hey, baby. Hey, baby. And this one's like, I got a cup for you. I got a cup for you, honey. And I just get so much disinterest. Like, no, I don't think so. The Knight of Swords. We got a knight here. I don't think so, biatch. Then we have the Nine of Wands. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, and we have Death. Death of the Maiden and Death and the Knight of Swords. This Knight of Swords is aggressive and says, no, I am not interested in your hate. I'm not interested in any romance. Okay. I think you are intimidating AF. Okay. I think that you are attractive. You're focused. You're charismatic. You are a survivor and you're ready to compete. Look at you. You're ready. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. I think people look at you as threatening. They are threatened by you. And yeah, when you come in, there's change. There's revolution, evolution. Okay. Because you're going to do what? You're going to do your very best. You're going to use everything you have. And people are going to see that and be like, oh, you trying to be better than me. Well, I'm just trying to do my best. What are you doing? You being your mediocre self. Well, go on and be your mediocre self. Okay, I'm going to do my best and may the chips fall where they may. It's not personal. I'm just doing my work here. And here you are just connected, focused, having a good time, being alive, enjoying yourself. And it just, not only do people stare, this is attraction. I'm feeling attraction and frustration because they're not getting what they want from you. And I feel like you transmute it. Like you take that negativity and you're like, oh, you give me negativity, huh? Well, let's see what we can do with it. Yeah. People stare at you. And listen, if you think they're staring at different areas of your outfit, they are. Okay. Your gut is telling you something. All right. Um, you are definitely being objectified. Okay, for sure. Some of you guys may have a very aggressive manager, middle manager who is talking aggressively about you. Okay, there's some kind of aggressive male energy here, trying to make some bad things happen. And this could be at work. It also could be socially. Perhaps in a social club of some kind or group, church, an online club, I don't know, sorority, fraternity, whatever kind of club you might think of, or friend group or family group, but it's some kind of something. Okay. Um, I'm getting for some of you, it's like an online thing. Okay. But especially if you're like trying to make a platform or your business is online, it feels like an online thing. They're trying to like make some trivia for you. You know, don't worry about it. Just don't worry about this. Okay. This is a hater extraordinaire, and they hate you because they can't be with you. They may have uh, they may have formed a one-sided relationship with you. I'm picking up on someone that feels neglected or ignored. And listen, you have to do you. Okay, you have to focus on you. And I feel like some people don't understand that we can't all, be there all the time. And yeah, so that's what I'm feeling here. Let's pull a couple more cards for you. I'm going to go to the October Oracle. Tell me more from my group 3. You're not a group 3, you're 2. Tell me more from my group 2. What else do they need to know about people staring at them? Do you get the evil eye? Yes. So wear you some evil eye jewelry, okay? If it's at work, clear your space. Get your little spray or little oil. Get your little evil eye jewelry. Subconscious, vivid dreams and nightmares. Okay. I think you get into people's heads. I do. I think you get into their heads. Walking away, anxiety, fear. Some people are afraid of you, group 2. They are so safe. Safe. We have vanity here as well. And divine timing. I feel like peace. Listen, I feel like this is all by design for you. Like people see you as vain. People see you as being afraid, like they're afraid of you. They're afraid of your power. They're afraid of your intensity. They're afraid of your confidence. And for you, this is like good. It's working. It keeps the bad people away. And in your case, I feel like that's a good thing. Let them stare, be who you are. I think you walk away from people who act overly timid around you, who can't like hang with you as you are because you sense that frogginess, the tendency to like, I'm going to jump ship if you don't like me. Like, if you don't like me the way I want you to. If I don't become your favorite person, then I'm going to jump ship and I'm going to go over there to the people who hate you and I'm going to tell them everything you told me. And I feel like you can sniff those people out. And, because you don't let anything mess up your peace. And I really feel like that's a way to live. Don't allow other people to take your peace. I feel like you've had to work for your peace. It really has been a work. I feel like you've really worked on yourself. And the people who feel this way have no idea what you've been through. They could not fathom the things that you have recovered from. And so it takes a lot of guts to assume that you can just pour yourself into someone's life and become their very, very favorite person in the whole world. It feels very much entitlement here. Like people feel like they're entitled to your energy. And there's a really healthy boundary here where you're like, no, like this time is for me. I'm going to do my thing here, like that kind of thing. So, all right, group 2, that's what I received for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I really enjoyed doing it for you. If you made it this far, why don't you leave me a spider down below from the little emojis to let me know you made it this far. And I want to thank you all for watching. I really and truly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And oh, if you haven't subscribed, did I already say that? Oh, yeah, I did. Okay. So I will see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey, group 3, all of you who selected the star and the citrine, this is going to be your reading all about why do people stare at you. So keep in mind, it's general reading. It's a general session. So just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. All right. So I goofed up in group 2, and somehow the crystals got crossed, and I put citrine in group 2, but it was actually pyrite. So I feel really bad, lupus, brain fog, all that stuff. So I feel really bad, but oh well. It must go on, right? So, anyway, so you are citrine, and this star card is about healing, okay, self-care. And we have Medusa here, which Medusa is very, very special, and she really is a champion for women and feminine energy, especially when it comes around trauma, okay, feminine trauma. So I feel that here. You may be drawn to group 2. You in group 2 may have some kind of connection with the citrine, okay? Because spirit doesn't make mistakes, okay? So it's not a coincidence. Things happen for a reason. So it is what it is. And this card really is about healing trauma. And I feel like people stare at you because you're so powerful. But it is not a power that you wear on your sleeve. I think people sense your trauma. They don't know it's trauma. They don't know exactly what it is. But they know you are somebody who has been dragged through the bowels of hell itself. And you have survived. You're a survivor with scars. You may have literal marks on your body or your face. There may be health issues here. You may be chronically ill. Okay. You may work in the medical field. There may be medicine around this. You may be a physical healer, an emotional, spiritual healer of some kind. There's an essence of judgment and justice as well. And there is this energy of, I have a vengeance within me. And it's hidden and contained as Medusa, as long as you don't tap it. Because I only have one more time I can come back from a tragedy or a trauma. And an intense one. So it's almost like people can feel the itchy finger on the trigger kind of thing. And it's not exactly that you intimidate people. It's that I feel like you can be very warm with people, very healing, but they sense there's a level you don't cross with this person. Okay. Perhaps it's an unhinged kind of energy. It's a crash out energy. Um, whatever it is, it's a ferocity that a lot of people aren't familiar with. You had to become this way to survive. It doesn't want to. Okay, there it goes. And sometimes being a survivor makes you like this. You can get close to people to a point, but not past that, because you only have so many intense traumatic events that you can recover from. You know this about yourself. We have apprentice, watching and doing, cooperative, learning, measurable competencies, professional development, skilled tasks. Okay, people stare at you because you're competent. They know that when you say something about whatever it is, something you've been through, trauma, trying to uplift somebody, trying to heal somebody, whatever it is, when you speak, it's from a point of, I've been through this. I've overcome this. I've done this. I am a professional. When I speak about this, know that you can trust what I say. You're trustworthy. People stare at you because they know they can trust you. Like they can look you in the eye. Okay. They can look the star in the eye and know that when they say something, they mean it. And that's why you don't often make promises. You keep your word because it's been so violated with you. When you make a friend, it's intense. Your friendships are intense. Your relationships are intense. So you may not have a super big group of friends, because when you are friends, you are the kind that like, friend till the end kind of thing. And that's why when you've made shallow friendships and they haven't been the same on the other side, it's heartbreaking to you. So you don't have a lot of those. You don't have a lot of people you call family, probably because you came from such toxicity that in order to survive, you've had to rise above that. People don't know this. They don't know this when they look at you, but there's a feeling here that I'm a survivor and you don't want to mess with me. Like, I want to know you. Let's laugh. Let's have a good time. But you do not want to overstep your bounds with me. It's powerful. We have Redeemer, revelations, forgiving oneself and others, chooses a different life path after struggles, teaches others to live a different way of life. And many of you teach by doing. You do the thing, okay? You are the one, all right? And I feel like for some of you, your life story or the things you've been through have been so incredible. And once people really know your story, you're unforgettable. And they stare at you, they look at you, they look at how you do things, they look at how you dress, they look at what your expressions are like. They look at you because it's wonderful. It's marvelous how you have survived, how you have maneuvered yourself through your life and redeemed yourself from the pit. No one came to save you. Hear me. No one, not one person came to save you. Am I right? It's okay. I've been there. I know how that feels. You were all alone. And you did it on your own. That's why you don't trust anybody, really. Because no one was there for you. You had to ascend 9, 10, 11, 12, 100 levels just to get into purgatory. It was rough. People feel your strength. Your presence is strength, loyal, trustworthy. Are you a Leo? Give me this card. Flirt. There's a playfulness. With everything that's happened to you in your life, you are still playful. Libra. You are still playful, Taurus, that Venus energy, because she loves you. You may be a child of Venus or Aphrodite in a past life, but there is a goddess. It may be the goddess, the universe, whatever it is. Could be Mother Mary, but you are loved, and you had to connect down there in the pit of your personal hell with the love, that little light within your heart, that smoldering ember. You had to connect with that. That was you. That was a part of you that no matter the trauma, no matter the disappointment, no matter the heartbreak, no matter what, you weren't going to let them take it. You weren't going to let them son of a bitches take it from you. And you hid it away. You didn't realize you hid it away to help save yourself. And you lit it up. You lit it up and you started to pull yourself out, drag yourself out. And you did it with a sense of humor, facing each one of your monsters, the bad guys, the demons, the things that have eaten you alive. And it's been hard. You are so strong that your strength resonates around you. It's like a ripple. When you are around people, your strength just ripples through the air. And people want to know, how did you get that strong? How can I become that strong? How can I recover from things like you have? The thing is that you didn't really recover. You just decided that you were going to survive it. You have to survive it first. Recovery doesn't just start automatically. You decided that you were going to survive it. And you did. And you found a way back to yourself. It's extremely powerful. You're very, very powerful. Your presence is powerful because you didn't give up on yourself when the world told you to. When people gave up on you. Some of you were given up on before you were ever born. And that is a 10 million foot hole to dig yourself out of. And you did. You still are. And that's okay. People feel your strength. We have scribe and detective. They know that you can find out the truth. They know. You can find out the truth. I feel like some of you are just really good. You may use this playful demeanor here to find out who's lying to you. To find out who is not on the up and up. And if you're thinking about like letting someone get close to you, you try to find out about them. I think you're brilliant with words. I think some of you guys are writers or some kind of you have some creative energy there. I think you're not really expressing it because you're probably a little unnerved by it. We have gambler. You're a risk taker because you've had so much trauma, so many things to overcome. You've had to gamble on yourself so many times. You've had to take so many risks. You've had to put yourself out there and believe in yourself so many times when nobody else did. So you're not afraid to take risks. Okay. When it comes to certain things, you're just like that because you know life is to be played, to be maneuvered. That once you get to a certain place, you have to be willing to take some risks to get anywhere because you have had to take risks. People stare at you because they sense this. They sense this, like, this level of, I've been through stuff. I'm very strong. You can trust what I say. So if you need advice, I'm wise counsel. Some of you may be in law, or you may be drawn to law. You may be a lawyer, or you may work in law office, or whatever. Okay. Yeah, let's get some other cards here. Tell me more about this. I feel like your self-care is pretty evident. I mean, people can see that you take care of yourself. I feel like you put yourself before others in self-care because you know you've had to survive. You've had to really take good care of yourself. We have angel song. Ooh, that's a frequency. People feel this when they're around you and they want to follow. They want to follow the light here. They want more of your energy. They're drawn to the light that you have, that you've worked for. And this is a light that you had inside your heart that you had to ignite. They feel it. We have golden light, more light here. This is like a frequency you carry. Again, angelic. It feels very angelic. We have Medusa as a star. With this golden energy here, we have it here. I think people really appreciate the fact that um, you have maintained your playfulness in spite of what you've been through. And I think they stare at you because you can make good jokes. You're a jokester. You can be. You have a good sense of humor. And you also have this amazing healing energy around you. Like laughter, your words are very healing. Your counsel is very wise. Your friendship isn't just friendship. And I feel like for some of you, like you're the person they want at the party. Okay. They stare at you because you're a natural entertainer. Some of you are naturally entertaining. And I feel like many of you don't want to be. Like, I don't want to be. Like, I love being on my friends or, entertaining whoever, but I don't want to like be an entertainer. Okay. That's not my goal in life. And I get that, but people are naturally drawn to you. They're drawn to your light. They're drawn to this path, perhaps. And I feel like some of you may be actually drawn to teach, to help show people how you did what you did, how you overcame so many obstacles. Okay. They may be, just like, tell us how you did it because I have these obstacles and I want to overcome them too. How did you do all this stuff? Like, you're just so amazing. You're so strong. How did you bounce back? And again, I feel this energy of like, well, the bounce back was that I really didn't say to myself, I'm going to bounce back from this. It was like, I'm going to survive this. And then after I survived it, it was just a series of like, I'm going to do this now. I'm going to do this now, not looking at the overall theme of I'm going to bounce back from this. Because for you, a lot of the obstacles were deep, extremely traumatic, and, you still deal with them. I think people think bounce back means everything's completely healed in a nice box with a bow. It's all wrapped up, and you're healed and it's done. Some of this stuff y'all have been through is going to be an ongoing healing experience. And that's why you're a healer, because you're healing yourself with this golden energy. Green, gold energy. It's like green and gold intertwined is what I'm feeling. There's green right here. And I feel like you've been doing this so long that it's just like oozes from you. And when you laugh, when you joke, okay, when you're playful, when you're flirty, it just kind of comes out of your throat chakra, comes out of your hands. Some of you may have the healing hands. I talk about that, often. People have healing hands. Let's get some tarot here. Tell me more about why people stare at my group 3. You are a seasoned professional at overcoming things. You and group 2 may be connected because of that citrus, the citrine. Mercury retrograde has already got me. It's already got me. Okay, let's get it. Tell me more about my group 3. Tell me more. Tell me more. Why do people stare? This plopped. We're going to accept the plop. Okay. We have strength. Boom. We have strength. There you are. How did you get so strong? We have the Page of Wands here. We have the star in her bikini. So we have the star twice. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the 8 of Pentacles. We have the 6 of Cups. We have Judgment. And we have the 10 of Cups. I feel like you make people happy. People like to watch you, like to watch what you do. You make people happy. People are drawn to your light, okay? They trust your judgment. And they feel familiar with you. There's a familiarity with your energy, okay? They just feel like they know you. You make people feel comfortable, even when you're not comfortable with them, okay? You make people feel comfortable. And you really don't judge people. This Judgment card here, it feels like you really don't judge people because of everything you've been through. Because, what people assume is that you were never toxic. And of course you were toxic. We form all these toxic coping mechanisms to deal with trauma and toxic things that happen. We become toxic, So not only do you heal from trauma, ongoing, you also deal with your own toxic stuff. And I feel like you're the kind of person, you don't want to be toxic with people, right? So you limit interactions. You limit the people you interact with so that you can really focus on not being a toxic person. And you definitely do not allow people in your life who have the ability to be toxic. Okay. If you feel that in any way and you feel them out, you're like, no, I can't have you in my circle. Right? I feel like you may have a couple of circles. You have people maybe you work with on the outside with your healing energy, however that manifests for you. And then you have people who are in your life, which is like not very many. Okay. And these are the people where you're actually healing yourself, becoming more aware of how you are in relationships. And these people on the outer side, they may not realize that you still work on yourself every day. It is a work in progress. They don't really hear you when you say it's a work in progress, okay? They still want to hear the bounce back story. And every bounce back story is a level up. Think of it as a video game. I just leveled up. I still, on this level, there's still stuff I got to do. There isn't really an end here. It's just a never ending game of life and experience. And that's why part of the reason people stare at you is because you take moments to live. Like you live and are present in moments. People feel the presence of the moment with you. They feel like they are connected to you in the moment. Okay? And it's really powerful because a lot of people do not know how to be in the moment. They don't even know what's going on. But you have the ability to pull people into the moment with you. And a lot of times that's happening when they're looking at you. They're being pulled into the moment with you. And it feels like peace. It feels like they know you. Okay. This is healing. This is how you pass healing energy to them. Hope, possibility. Because a lot of times when this is happening, you're talking to them about something, like something you overcame, some kind of advice or whatnot. And it's so powerful, but in a very etheric way. And sometimes they may question, like, how, every time I leave from talking to them, I feel so good. It's weird. Some people may question, am I in love? I don't feel like it's love, but what is this? Because we don't really have a word for it, but it's like a spiritual healing. For some people, it may be a low level ecstasis, like a spiritual ecstasy, of feeling in the moment and feeling present, especially if you've never felt the presence of the moment. It's a timeless feeling. You feel like time does not exist and you're connecting in the moment with a person, or like if you're an artist, like you're connected with your art, you're connected with whatever, and you're almost out of time, as if time does not exist, because it really doesn't, right? So you have this magical ability with people, and you may be aware of this consciously or subconsciously, okay? But it's something that I have picked up on why people stare at you. And it's powerful. Let's get a couple more cards here. You make people happy, and I think you remind people of reasons to be happy. Okay, like gratitude. I think you remind people. Come on, shuffle. Of reasons to be happy. I think that's all the shuffling I got. I'm out of shuffles, y'all. We have Poe. Time for change. To learn something new. To use technology and gadgets with wisdom. Maybe you help people online. You share your gift online. Lady with the Bosch egg. Ancient wisdom. Yeah, you really do have a lot of good things to say. Your throat chakra has a lot. It's like, I feel open throat chakra. Let's get this one. We have mildew fairy, cleanup time. I think you help people get clarity. I think you're unafraid to tell people the truth, even if it hurts, even if it feels like, how do I say it? Even if it's activating, meaning you say it to them, they get mad at you and they storm away. I feel like you're like, okay, it is what it is. You saw the snakes on my head. Okay, well, you're upset. Well, that's part of what I do is I activate people. And sometimes people get mad, but that's okay. I'm emotionally detached enough. You may be drawn to group one to say, hey, that's all right. Things happen. I feel like you accept imperfection in yourself and people. You no longer, I think you went through a perfectionist phase and you've dropped that. And I feel like you make imperfection look good. That's part of why people stare at you, because there's something about the way you look. Perhaps you no longer adhere to body standards, beauty standards, and you just have let yourself be what it is. And it really radiates confidence. It really radiates beauty, handsomeness, attraction. And people look at you because, like, you set the standard for you. And it's just lovely. It's so, so lovely. All right, group 3, that's what I received for you. I hope this was an interesting and insightful reading. And if you made it this far, leave me a star, because you're the star. In your emojis, just find a little star and put it down below to let me know you made it this far. Thank you all for watching. I truly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. I would love to have you as a member of my tribe. And I will see you beautiful, magical baddies on the other side. Bye, guys.